Hey everybody, welcome back to homerecordingmadeeasy.com and here on my YouTube channel. And in this video, we're going to do a little more drum recording. We are going to record an entire drum set with the Slate Digital virtual microphone system, the ML1, along with several of the ML2s. We're going to record my kit. We're going to record it through our SSL here into Studio One, and then after we're going to go back to Studio One and we're going to open up some of the Slate mic models and we're going to play around and see how they sound. But before we get started, if you like what you see in the video, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. 75% of you watching this video, according to YouTube, are not subscribed to the channel, which is crazy. Follow Uncle Dave by hitting that subscribe button. It really does help. Also, if this is your first time here, go out to homerecordingmadeeasy.com because I want to give you a free mixing course worth $100. It's my gift to you just for visiting homerecordingmadeeasy.com. And if you stick around to the end of the video series here, I will give you something else for free. Okay, so we're in front of my SSL today. So here's the situation. So we have 9 microphones on my Gretsch Catalina Maple drum set, which I'm sure an image will pop up over the screen. We'll see them over there across the room there. And we have several of the Slate Digital virtual microphone microphones. It's a wonderful system. About a month or two ago, I did a video just recording the entire drum set with one single large diaphragm condenser mic, and that was the Slate Digital ML1. You can click the link in the description box and check that video out, how we can get one great sound with just one microphone. This time out, we're doing the whole kit. So the way we have this set up is such. We have several of the ML2 Slate Digital microphones, the small little diaphragm condenser mics. Those mics are on the kick, the snare top and bottom, rack tom, floor tom, on the overheads. So I think we're using, 6 of those microphones. Now those microphones have a little switch on the back of them that go from normal to dynamic. All of the microphones that we're using are on dynamic mode with the exception of the 2 overheads. Those are on the normal mode, which kind of emulate a larger capsule like a large diaphragm condenser mic. All of those are going into our SSL here. Oh, and by the way, we also have a kit mic about 4 feet away from the kit, about 4.5 feet in the air. That microphone that's picking up the whole drum set, that microphone is the Slate Digital ML1, the large diaphragm condenser mic. So we're using the large diaphragm condenser mic picking up the whole kit, and we're using all the ML2s for all the direct mics, including the overheads. And then we also have a room mic, and that room mic was kind of thrown in extra. That is not a Slate microphone. That is a Roswell Pro Audio U87, which we could talk about later. I just wanted to throw that up. So we have 9 microphones coming into my SSL, going directly into the preamps, and I am using the transparent or the clean side of the preamp here on the SSL. The SSL has kind of a 2-stage preamp, a transparent setting, which is what I used, and then also a drive setting, which adds some compression and harmonic distortion and some color. But for these Slate microphones, Slate recommends that you use the cleanest preamp possible, and that's what we did here. And then we recorded it into Studio One, so we're gonna record that into Studio One. And then when we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna bring it into Studio One and we're gonna play around with the virtual microphone models to see how it sounds. So that's what we're gonna do. So before we get started and we check out the playing portion of this video, no, this video is not sponsored. All the microphones I paid with by myself or with my own money from Sweetwater. Again, all the links will be in the description box. Those are affiliate links. So if you purchase anything from Sweetwater using any one of those links, I get a small commission. Thank you so much in advance. But I paid for all the microphones with my own money. I paid with the drum set with my own money. Everything in this video was purchased by good old Uncle Dave here. No sponsored stuff, but everything was purchased from Sweetwater. So you could check that out below. Now, the music that we're going to be playing to, the backing track that I'm going to be playing to, is by by a band local here in Connecticut, good friends of mine, Laini The Wildfire. The name of the song is Dime. I mixed their song for them on the SSL over on the Mixing Music Analog YouTube channel. And I asked their permission if I can use their music, not only for this demonstration, but they were really cool. They allowed me to take out the original drum performance and let good old Uncle Dave try to play drums along to their song Dime. Again, check out the links in the description box for Laini The Wildfire. Thank you so much, guys, for letting me use your music, and especially to Rob, the drummer of Laini The Wildfire, to allow me to take out his performance. And good old Uncle Dave is going to try not to butcher the song too much, but I thought it was a lot of fun. So thank you so much, Laini The Wildfire. Check out the links in the description box below. So now, without further ado, let's check out the playing of this. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to record a version of Dime, and we're going to get it in the Studio One, and then you will see me next over in the box rig, where we're going to open up this session and we're going to play around with the virtual microphone models by Slate Digital. Okay, gang, we're back. So now we're here in Studio One over in the box. And we have now the Slate microphones, the 3 different sets of microphones that I own as part of the VMS package. So we're going to kind of just play with these a little bit on the different elements and see what we have here. So here's our, again, we can just play quickly. I turned them all off. None of them are on right now. They're all turned off. But if we just play back, let me just get rid of the music here, and let's just listen to the drums themselves. Okay, so if you remember out of the last section, we have kick, snare top, snare bottom, tom 1, floor tom, overheads left and right, microphone on the kit, and a room mic, which I've turned down because the room mic was the only microphone that wasn't part of the Slate package. It was the Roswell Pro Audio Mini K87, the U87 clone. So I turned it down for now. All the microphones, with the exception of the kit mic, is the ML2. All the direct mics are set to the dynamic mode on the ML2 with that little toggle switch. The overheads are set to normal mode, which I guess emulates the capsule of a large diaphragm condenser. And then the kit mic is an ML1, the actual large diaphragm condenser. So with none of the microphones, here's kind of what we have for the drum track, just with the faders thrown up here. So we can hear there that without any EQ, any compression, nothing, just the raw microphones without any of the modeling being applied, they sound perfectly fine. That's our snare top with the bottom. Sounds pretty good. Where's the floor tom here? Overheads. So what I'm learning here with these microphones is even if you don't want to use any of the modeling and you just want to use them as nice, solid, clean microphones, they sound great. You can EQ and compress this without using any of the models and get something that's very usable. However, if we want to use the models, which is the reason why you'd buy this, is to have the different, emulations of all these different high-end microphones, you can do that. So if we start with, let's say, the kick drum, and I'll turn this all up a little bit just so we could hear it better. So that's just the ML2 stuck into the middle of the kick drum, pointed towards the beater. So I have 3 different packs, and there's more. They have also the Blackbird Studio packs, which I do not have, and you can't demo them, which is a shame. One of these days I might buy the Blackbirds. But anyway, I have the classic instruments that come with this. I also have the classic tubes, and I got the classic 87 pack. So let's start with the instruments. So again, it starts off here with a SM57. If we click on this here, click on the microphone button, we have a list of microphones. We got a 57 vintage, a 57 modern, an SM7 clone, a 421, an RE20, an S112. I'm not sure what the S112s are. S112Bs, the S12, the 451s, S22s. We got a bunch of them. RE20s, Royers, custom kick. So let's just start at the top. Let's just see what these sound like. So let's start with the vintage 57. And then we have this intensity here where you can go far and near. So maybe on a kick, you'd want it more near, give it a little more bottom end. So let's see what it's with it off. Okay, let's cycle through a bunch of these. The RE20. Oh, a lot of low end there. The S22. Not sure what that emulates. I probably should get a list of them. And here's some Royers. Wow, look, listen to how much brighter that custom kick is. The snare sounds more like the custom snare sounds more like a kick mic than the custom kick. So you have a lot of variety here that you can use. Again, there's no EQ, there's no compression, there's no nothing, but I like the SM7. Go with the RE20 because that's a pretty standard kick drum mic. Oh no, I like that better. The S112B. Then we'll add some EQ and compression. We'll save these for after. I don't want to make this video too long. Let's go to our snare and let's see what our snare does here. Okay, so we have a snare top. Probably go with a 57, yeah? I'll turn down the kick a little. Let's turn on this 57. Just gonna go through a few of them here. Let's go down to these custom ones. So you got that versus a 57. I like the vintage 57. Okay, let's go with the snare bottom. Oh, wow. And that's a vintage 57, right? Same as the top? Okay. Now, if I take away these three, just to see what the difference is. And again, remember, there's no EQ, there's no compression, there's nothing. This is just the microphone. So we go from starting off with just the clean mics, no modeling. There's something that's very, very usable. Let's go to the overheads next. We could do like a kick snare overhead thing. Let's just see. Here's our two overheads. Let me put it towards the center. So now for the overheads, we use the normal mode on the ML2, which will, I think the way I understand it, will emulate more of a large diaphragm condenser as opposed to a dynamic microphone or more of a condenser mic. So let's use something like, instead of using the classic instruments, let's use like the classic tubes, and let's try that for our overheads. Here's our left overhead. I'll turn up the intensity. Wow, I love that FG800, how much more snap you get out of the snare. And this is just the overhead mic, everything else is muted. Oh, and then some of these are locked. I don't own the licenses to. Okay, I like the FG800M. That sounds great. Let's start with that. But let's now mute this. Let's try the classic 87s, which only has a few microphones in it. But I got this as part of the bonus pack when I bought the microphone at Black Friday. I'm kind of liking this FG800. You go from that. Okay, let's do the right overhead and let's do the same thing. Let's put that same microphone on. Now we'll pan them hard left and right. And let's, here's our overheads together. Okay, so there's our kick snare overheads. Now again, if I take away all the mic modeling, here's what we started with. We started with this. I mean, again, no EQ, no compression, no nothing. And that already sounds like a good foundation. I really like, I gotta say, and again, I think I said earlier in the video, this is not a sponsored video. I bought all this stuff myself. I bought all the microphones, all of the mic packs, everything you see I paid for. This is not sponsored in any way. I did buy it from Sweetwater, so you can check it out with my affiliate links. I'd appreciate it, but this is, you know, not a sponsored video. So I'm telling you the truth. I would tell you the truth anyway, but I gotta say to you, if you're someone who doesn't do like myself, I'm more of a mixing engineer education. I do some recording, not a ton of recording. I really like this system. For the amount of variety that you get in the mic modeling, which all these microphones sound a little bit different, and the fact that the microphones in and of themselves are pretty inexpensive. Those ML2s, those little microphones, are like 150 bucks. Brand new. The ML1, I think, is $7.99. But when you buy it on Black Friday sales, and they have them all the time, I bought it for $4.99, and I got the free Classic 87s pack. Now, some of these packs can get expensive. Like I think the Blackbird one is 200 bucks by itself. When you buy the ML1 or the ML2, you get the classic instruments for free. When you buy the ML1, you get the classic instruments as well as the classics tubes for free. But again, they're always changing those offers, so make sure you check with Sweetwater to be sure. But for someone like me who doesn't do a lot of recording or does some light recording and doesn't have a budget to get a really deep mic locker, you know, for what did I spend? If I have 6 of these microphones plus one ML1, you say $1,000, $1,200 or so, you can have plenty of the Slate microphones along with all the microphone packs for less than $1,500. And you got literally tens of thousands of dollars worth of emulations. Now, do they sound exactly the same as the actual thing? Well, I don't know. I don't have an FG of these 47 here. I don't have a Neumann 47 to check it out. I know the 57 sound very similar to a 57. They have those characteristics. I'm sure they're pretty darn close. And I'll bet you if you put a real one up against the emulation, it's probably really close, and in a mix you probably couldn't tell the difference. Slate always does a good job with these things, but this is just kick snare overheads. I mean, they sound great. Let's dial in. Well, no, keep this video somewhat. It's already been so 60 minutes, a few minutes. Let's go to the kit mic. Now, the kit mic is an ML1. This is the Slate ML1. Now, this is the microphone that was about 4 feet away, about 4.5 feet in the air. So it's just kind of capturing the whole kit at about shoulder level for me. So let's try something like an 87 maybe. And not my thing. Maybe one of these tube mics might do it. The classic tubes should have a little bit more warmth to them. But I could see these 87s maybe being really cool for like vocals. Really dig that FG800. I think that's a Sony mic. But let's see. What if we had like a 47? Little mask. I kind of like the 251, which I believe is a Telefunken emulation. So now we got, let's see. I mean, without any EQ and compression, that sounds really great. Here's where we started. I mean, that's pretty freaking great, man. I got to tell you, highly impressed. Highly impressed. These are the only mics I need in my studio. Really. I mean, you have enough to record a full drum kit. Maybe another ML1 that have a pair of those large diaphragm condensers might be cool, especially if you're doing vocals and such. But all the other instruments, I'm going to try recording electric guitar and bass guitar through these little ML2s. Let's get a, well, let's stick with Slate because we're with Slate stuff today. Let's get their Infinity EQ. Let's just do some EQ on some of these quickly, and then we'll wrap up this video. So I know it's getting a little long. But if you want me to do more of this stuff with the Slate, with this microphone system, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to do it because I think these are fantastic value and they sound good. Again, are they exactly the same as the originals? Probably not. The software is never 100% of the hardware, but does it sound good? Of course it sounds great. I think it does. Here's our kick. Here's snare top. Just trying to whip something together quick. I know we didn't do the toms yet. Let's just go to the overheads. Just get some Okay, so there's kick snare over here. Again, trying to move kind of quick here. Kick snare overheads. Here's the overheads with EQ. Okay, kick snare overhead with just EQ and the Slate mics. Not bad. In the mix with some music.
Tell me on your scheme. I know a job's a job, not an identity. Lie, 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 lie. Don't have to love your occupation. Work is what you make it. Lie, 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 lie. Getting paid is a transaction. Labor you can cash in. Oh, you are not defined by how you make your dime. How you make your dime. How you make your dime. Tens, twenties, hundreds, numbers calling out my name.
I mean, that sounds great. I mean, we're just whipping this thing together. Again, if I play that with music and take away all the processing we've done,
It's part of life and that's the game. Hey, this ain't some sentimental thing. You got the money, I got needs.
I mean, that's pretty remarkable. Pretty remarkable. So I think this thing's a winner, man. Again, if you want to see more of this, let me know. Now this video is going to be over half an hour, and I know most people don't want to watch that long of a video. But again, I think this stuff is really great for the money. We could do more experimenting with them. I'm going to do more experimenting with them. If you'd like me to bring that here to YouTube, let me know. I think these are a great buy. If you're in the market for, like, you know, some really good microphone emulations, don't have a big budget, don't want to buy a deep mic locker, or maybe don't do a lot of recording, I really believe that this Slate ML, this microphone system, is pretty kick-ass for the money. I don't think you can beat it. So anyway, that's our look and our listen to the Slate Digital virtual microphone system. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, thank you for sticking around to the end. I want to give you something else for free here. So if you want to go out to homerecordingmadeeasy.com and get that free mixing course, it's $100. It's my gift to you just for visiting homerecordingmadeeasy.com, completely free. If you want to buy then one of my full-length training courses after you've taken that free course, I want to give you a 25% discount coupon code. The discount coupon code is YouTube25. That'll take 25% off any other course on the website. So thank you so much for watching today, and make sure you like, share, subscribe. And until the next video, I've been Dave with homerecordingmadeeasy.com. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next video.